Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I want to welcome you to my channel, all my Skyweb peaches, triggers, haters, lovers, commenters. Each and every one of you are important to my channel. And if you want to know the truth, for those of you who want to comment about myself and Sunshine Shoulders, is that welcome to my channel. I got from him. Okay, so you see, I really admire the brother. So anyway, be that as it may, what I want to talk to you about is Filipino women. Um, the other day, I was going to, you know, uh, take a shower or whatever like this and what have you. And Mia said, "You want me to do your hair?" I said, "Sure." She said, "You want me to give you a shower?" I said, "Sure." I said, "By all means, I would partake in that activity." And so she gave me a nice shower. She washed my back, my feet. She really cleaned the brother up. And it's one of those things that really makes you appreciate that you have a Filipina. Because Filipinas really take care of their men, really take care of their man. If you have the right Filipina, she has the right man, and it was nice. It's very nice. It wasn't the first time she's done it, but it was good having to do it that time because nah, I could have really used a hand on it, I guess you might say. But there are a lot of older Filipino women in this country, who are looking for partners. And yes, I know a lot of us old scallywags want to come here and get something easy on the eyes and something nice and what have you. But you know, uh, me and I were going into Dumaguete into town, I guess, and we gave a ride to our neighbor who just recently had her house built. I interviewed her once upon a time. And when I see me, I said, "Where's your boyfriend?" She kind of goes like this. And then we in the car, and I said, "You're going to go see your boyfriend?" She said, "No, I wish, I can't find, And I say that because, those of you who aren't hung up on, on physical, the physicalness of a woman, and just want a good woman, there are a lot of good women who are older, I guess, who might say, who are here in the Philippines still looking for good men or still looking for men. Um, I know I had this one girl, and she asked me one time. She said, "Gerard, I have a friend who, she hadn't had sex in over 20 years. Would you?" I said, "Well, would I?" But it's interesting how um, one of the qualities of a Filipino woman is that she's not promiscuous. And you may find a Filipina who only sex escapades was having her child, and she may not have sex since then. So it may be 3, 4, 5 years, or 6 years down the road, before she gets involved in another relationship, or even have a sexual encounter. And that's one of the good things about this culture. This culture is, sure, you can always find your bottom feeders, who who will gladly torch up for you. But when you're looking for a good woman, you're looking for one who isn't that, and I put that out there because she's a good woman, she's a nice looking lady, but how would you meet her? Because she's not on the internet, she's not in chat groups or whatever. So that's why I recommend for you to come to the Philippines, and and explore the possibilities. And you might find, I mean, she just built herself a house and all that stuff. So it's not like she's without resources. I have another friend just live close by, and she's a pension widow, and she can't find nobody because she's always afraid that after her pension or whatever. When she's a nice looking girl, I mean, it's a shame to have that on ice, but be that as it may, there are a lot of older Filipino women here who are also looking for partners, who are not necessarily looking for someone to take care of them, more so looking for a companion, someone who they can share their lives with. because having someone in your life is just so important. Having someone you can share things with and do things with is part of human nature. No one wants to be alone. No one. Case in point, I was at this restaurant yesterday, Billy's on the beach. Some of you may know it's in Bacon. And we were sitting there talking, and it's always you hear the greatest stories when you're sitting around foreigners talking about Filipinas and foreigners in them. And they were talking about this one guy who's paralyzed from the neck down. I mean from the chin down, dead. He has a Filipina. He has a partner. He has a partner. I mean, he hits the keyboard with his nose, like this, and sexually active. Yes, she never says no whenever he wants to satisfy that thought of 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 of, of having sex, or going through the motions of it. It's good to have someone like that. And if someone who's a paraplegic can find someone, and from what I understand, she's a looker, which means that she's very nice. So having someone who you can find to take care of your needs. Whereas that in America, you're not going to find that. I mean, you're not going to find someone who's going to, come and take care of you, and also want to be a sex partner to you, and like this, and be devoted to you. You're not going to find that. So anyway, we talked about a few more stories. I'm just going to share these stories out there. And this, I remember we were talking about somebody whose wife won't marry him. I mean, won't divorce him, and he has another girl on the side. Those of you who know who we're talking about, know what we're talking about. We can go into detail. And what happened? The same situation happened to this foreigner. He was married to a Filipina, and he had a girlfriend on a live-in partner, and what have you. And he died. He just died. And when she found out, she rushed over to the house. She rushed, changed the locks, and threw her out. And she was the one who was with him for these last few years or whatever. She didn't care. It's mine. And that's how it is. When you get married to a Filipina, and you may not, it may not have been the right one for you, but without divorce, it's hers. I'm sure it might be the same way, in the U.S. or something like that, which I doubt, but in the Philippines, it is more so. And then I told you the story about one foreigner who was living with a Filipino for 6 years, and he died suddenly, and he had been with this woman, like I said before, 6 years or something like that, and he was from South Africa. And when his family found out that he had died, his daughter hopped the plane and came all the way over to the Philippines. And when she got to his house, she took everything. She took everything out of the house. She took the laptop. She took the refrigerator. She took all the appliances. She took everything. Just took everything away from this Filipino girl. And, actually sending her back to the Stone Age, because she was so in disapproval of him living in the Philippines. And sometimes, even the money that they were raising for him to be buried, she took. And it was so sad. And a lot of the other foreigners had to raise money to bury him because she took everything. The bank account, she took everything. We didn't give her nothing. And for the life of me, I don't understand why, I can understand, someone saying, back in the States saying, "Oh, he's with a girl that's old enough to be his granddaughter," or old enough to be his daughter, or something like that. Yeah, but see, you're in a different culture. Here, it's not frowned upon. You see, in America, it's frowned upon. If there's a 20 age difference between couples or something like this, something's wrong. If you're 30 years old and you're dating a 19-year-old or 20-year-old, you're dealing with a child. And it's just different here. So when it happens here, the age different, you know, I can see siblings or the daughter of a foreigner or the wife of a foreigner, or the children of a foreigner, being very upset that he's in the Philippines, with a young woman, but they overlook the fact that he is happy. He's living his best life. You know, you know what it was like when he was in America. This guy was overweight, like this, and, like that. I mean, and what have you. But I won't say much because God bless the dead. You know, but I'm sure his home life in South Africa, where he was from, was in turmoil. It had to be for him to want to get away or gotten away and and wanted to have a good life. And you can have a good life here in the Philippines. You can find you a girl, man, that's really going to take care of you. You can find a girl here that's going to love you, you know, but you have to be clear on what you want from her, and you got to be clear on what it is that you're expecting of her. Oftentimes that's what happens in relationships. You're not clear, and then you come here and you might find a girl and and you think that she's supposed to bring something to the table. She's not bringing nothing to the table. She's bringing this to the table, and you have to accept that. Okay, you're bringing this to the table. Okay, fine. Well, this is what you provide for the for the table, and if she's in agreement with that, well, then okay, then everything's cool, man. You just take care of it. I mean, Philippines is actually, you can actually say this is a place for lovers, man. I mean, you know, uh, I know a couple of good relationships that have really worked out very well, very, very well. I saw a friend of mine, and he has this Filipino, and I actually thought, when I first met her, I said, "What is she, 12?" You know what I'm saying? But it turned out that she was a little older than that. I don't know how much older than that, but she said, "No, I'm 18. I do." Whenever a girl tells you, "Yes, I'm 18," you know, okay, okay, I'm just 17 or something like that. And she had a child, but the child doesn't know her as her mother. She doesn't. The child is being raised, as her being her mother. A child, she's being raised as her aunt because her sister is actually taking the place of the child's mother. So anyway, they've gotten together and they're doing very well. They're doing very, very well. I mean, she's learned how to drive. He bought her a car. Like this. I mean, you can see that they're going to be together for a long time. Now, granted, he is. I don't want to say religious, but he has a lot of morals. A belief system that that's that's different. And it's the glue that's going to keep them together. He's also a millionaire. He's very rich, very rich. And he built some house up on a hill, a very nice home. But it worked for him. It worked for him, and that's the point. That's the point I want to make. That in some cases, finding the right person really works. I know for me, I know I'm still early in my marriage, and but it's working. It's working. You know, um, you know, um, it's especially for me because I'm one of those who never fix anything yourself if you can pay someone else to fix it. One of those kind of guys, and it's working. Like I said, Mia does a lot. It does a lot. I can tell the pregnancy is starting to really grow on her because she's starting to move a little slow, but it doesn't slow her down. So which is good. So anyway, so my final thing I'm going to say is that you know all of you who are with Filipinas right now, after watching this video, wait about 15 minutes and say, "Hey, honey, come give me a shower." Honey, give me a bath. Honey, come wash my hair. Honey, and and I hope for your sake she stops and does it for you. You know what I'm saying? because she might be just waiting for the opportunity to do something special for you. And that just might be special enough for you to really give her an opportunity to show you that she loves and cares about you. And that's what it is. She may not say she loves and she cares about you. 'Cause like I said yesterday, they don't speak like that. What they are designed to do is show you. So have her show you she love you. Okay? So this is Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Okay? I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you later. Peace.